Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. You know, when I covered who I first ascended, my Bay Quake, several of you said, Prof, with all due respect, which I love that term because mostly after people say it, you can say the opposite of respect. But hey, you put it in front of a sentence, so it's technically a kind thing to say. It's not. With all due respect, you ranked up the wrong champion that hasn't been ascended yet. That hasn't gone to 6-star ascension and never will. Probably. Instead of Quake, you should have ascended Magik, you dummy. And my response was, yeah, but I've already ascended Quake, and I have no regrets. But I thought to myself, man, it kind of would have been fun to ascend Magik, you know? And then I realized, just a week into this new side quest, wait a minute. I'm getting Tier 1 primordial dust? Whatever you want to call it? And that means I don't have to pick and choose. Because eventually, I can just ascend both. And I thought maybe by the end of the month, that would be possible. But no. I just got my second 100th Tier 1 primordial dust. And so when it comes to Magik, we can ascend her right now. We don't have to pick and choose. 17,000 PI. Suddenly, she went from being one of my lowest 5 stars to being in the second row. Look at that. And now, I get to do what I wanted to do with Quake. I get to test her out. There are parts of this side quest, I mean, it's the weirdest side quest of all time. They're just very confusing. I also guess it's bugged. Because, in theory, you should probably need those crests to fight Gladiator, but once you get to him, it's just open season. Cool. But then it makes the crest kind of worthless. Again, it's a very weird system that feels like it wasn't completely thought out. But who cares? We're going to go to that Realm of Legends Winter Soldier test. A man who desperately needs either better healthcare or just needs everybody else to be on his healthcare plan. And I'm just going to take in Magik, and I'm just going to do special twos. That's it. That's the goal. Maybe you play Magik differently, but she's one of those OG champions that's aged like a fine wine. Seriously, whoever designed Magik deserves a raise. And Kabam knows that, which is why they have not given us this champion as a 6-star, even though they'd make a lot of money off of her. And if you had a 6-star rank 5 Sig 200 Magik in Battlegrounds, suddenly there are some times where you might actually win the Battlegrounds matchup, especially in, say, round 3, if you put her out on defense and they don't have a blade as a counter. That would also make people rank up their blade. And I don't think her power control, even though it is the best power control in the game, is still so, revolutionary that she breaks the game compared to other people that they've released in the last couple years, especially once 7 stars have come to the game, that really do feel like they break the game. And yet, it feels like they're committed to not having a 7-star or 6-star Quaker Magik. So, yes, it's not the best damage in the world. And by the way, I don't have any points in Mystic Dispersion. But once you get to that first special 2, he's locked the entire fight. So it just becomes like a rinse and repeat thing. And when you have aggressive AI, like he's been aggressive here, yeah, I'm going to lose some health to block damage. I'm going to lose some health to the initial recoil. But I've done so many special 2s, and because of the limbo, of course, I've gained most of that health back, and I'm still at 80%. Now, it's not a fast fight. This is a fight that probably looks, in terms of hits, to be like the best 4 stars against him. but it's been the most relaxing fight because he's had no chance to fire off a special. And that's the beauty of her utility. Magik, Ascension, Quake Ascension if you use them. I know Hercules is going to be so much fun, and others, Cosmic Ghost Rider, the list goes on. And I'm not saying you shouldn't want to ascend those 5 stars, but start with the ones that aren't available in anything above a 5-star and go from there. Magik, you may not be the fastest KO, but like a fine wine, you've just gotten better with age, and she is so much fun to use.